Crunch time
with Ryan Kordziel.
It's Crunch time.
What a game! Unbelievable!
This is Kordziel Crunch
With Ryan Kordziel.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Kordziel Crunch. On October 8th, 1956, something happened that had never been done before and hasn't been done since. Yankees pitcher Don Larsen took the mound in Game 5 of the World Series. Fresh off a terrible performance in Game 2, and not sure if he was starting until shortly before the game, Larsen turned in one of the greatest pitching performances ever, as he threw a perfect game against the Brooklyn Dodgers.
The most dramatic baseball game ever played.
With the best of 7 series tied at 2 games apiece, Larsen faced the defending world champion Brooklyn Dodgers, who were a team stacked with legendary players, including Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax, Roy Campanella, Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snider, and Jackie Robinson. This team was clearly not a fluke. The Dodgers came close in the second inning when Jackie Robinson hit a line drive off of third baseman Andy Carey's glove, but shortstop Gil McDougald just threw him out at first to save the game. Other than this one moment, the first 3 innings were quiet as neither team scored. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Yankees outfielder Mickey Mantle hit a solo home run to put the Yankees on the board with a 1-0 lead. In the 6th inning, Andy Carey singled, went to second on Larsen's sacrifice bunt, and scored on a single by Hank Bauer to make it 2-0 Yankees. That was all the scoring they would get, but it was all that they needed. In the 9th inning, needing just 3 outs to secure a place in history, Larsen got right fielder Carl Furillo to fly out to right field. Then he got catcher Roy Campanella to ground out to second. Needing just 1 hit to avoid embarrassment, the Dodgers sent pinch hitter Dale Mitchell to the plate. Mitchell worked a 1-2 count, but was called out looking for strike 3 and out 27.
Got him! The greatest game ever pitched in baseball history by Don Larsen. A no-hitter, a perfect game in a World Series. Never in the history of the game has it ever happened in a World Series. So hats off to Don Larsen. No runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, no base runners. The final score, the Yankees 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. The Dodgers, no runs, no hits, no errors, in fact, nothing at all.
Over 6 decades later, it is still the only perfect game in postseason history. The final image of Yogi Berra leaping into Don Larsen's arms is regarded as one of the most iconic images in sports history.
Well, it seemed like when Babe called strike 3, it seemed like the world left my shoulders. You know, I could finally take a deep breath and, oh boy, it's over, finally.
Well, you know, look how long we've been playing this game. There's never been a no-hitter in the World Series, and he pitches a perfect one. So how good could it be? A lot of people ask me, what is one of your biggest thrills? The no-hitter.
The Tigers, when Ty Cobb was with the Tigers.
I didn't know it was a perfect game. I knew it was a no-hitter.
You did not know that you had thrown a perfect game?
No.
That's what he said.
Wait a minute. You did not know. You knew this wasn't, when Yogi jumped into your arms, you knew it was a no-hitter.
Right.
You didn't know it was a perfect game.
I did not know what a perfect game was.
But you knew no one had reached base.
Yes, I did, but I still...
So you just didn't know the definition of a perfect game.
Get the drift together.
Yeah, because the truth is, there, like you say, there had been no hitters, and since your perfect game, there have been a handful of perfect games pitched, but there had not been a perfect game in the major leagues since 1922, and obviously no film existed of that, no radio broadcast.
Right.
So you were just thinking this was an extra good no-hitter.
Yeah, I did.
The term perfect game didn't pop into your head.
No, it did not.
Your best game as a player?
Boy, I don't know. I had quite a few of them.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But catching had to be Don Larsen, didn't it?
Oh, what, that part?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. It's
Catching.
never happened. Oh, catching the best game, yeah.
By far.
Oh, yeah. No hitter, perfect game at that.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to do it?
Now, what were you thinking through that game? As it clearly, as you got to the 7th inning and the 8th inning?
The 8th inning, the 9th inning, a lot of people asked me, well, what about the last out? You know, I said, I'm glad it's over. It's over.
But you ran out and he jumped in your arms. I mean, here you are. How tall are you? 5'6"?
5'7".
5'7" and a half.
Yeah.
Larsen's a pretty big. He's a big guy,
Yes,
and
he
he
is.
just you were grabbing.
Grabbing, right.
Yeah, the sheer joy of having
Oh, yeah.
a perfect game in a World Series.
There hasn't been a no-hitter in a World Series.
Wow.
As far as that goes.
Amazing. Could you sense he had something special early in the game, or is it just that
No, just that.
they were getting them all
When you
out?
got the 7th inning, then you start
You
thinking
see.
a little bit, because a few guys went to the 7th inning, then pow. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's it.
That'll wrap up this episode of Kordziel Krunch. Join me next week when I take a look at the Yankee manager's greatest moment. Of course, I'm talking about Game 7 of the 2003 American League Championship Series. For Kordziel Krunch, I'm Ryan Kordziel. Thanks for listening.
Kordziel Krunch.
With Ryan Kordziel.
Ryan Kordziel. Crunch time.